Bigger doesn't always mean better, and these stadiums prove that. Okay, I haven't specifically chosen the 10 best small stadiums. Some of them are just quirky, or they're in a prime location, or they just piqued my interest in some way. So, with that being said, let's just get into it. Here are 10 small but incredible football stadiums in Europe. Starting off with Sparta Stadium Het Kasteel. Now, what's so special about this stadium? I mean, it's nice, but it doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary. Ooh, that's lovely. The eagle-eyed or eared amongst you may have noticed that Kasteel kind of sounds like castle, and that's where the stadium gets its name, the castle-like exterior, which was built in 1916 and was originally positioned behind the goals of the original field. Swisspor Arena. I gotta say, it's a very misleading name. Swiss not poor, Swiss rich. That's why Swiss has Gold Stadium. It's not the only stadium with a gold exterior, but I'd be willing to bet it's the only one with 2 matching gold towers. As you can see, it isn't all gold. In 2016 it became a solar power plant. Oh, and just in case anybody was confused, no, it's not real gold. Obviously. Swiss rich, but not that rich. Stadio Luigi Penzo. Okay, well the stadium itself is as rudimentary as it gets, but it's all about that location. Not only is it in the famous city of Venice, with beautiful architecture all around, but it's also surrounded by water. And yeah, there's no gold towers overlooking it, but this church bell tower looks way better. Wait a second, I thought there was always supposed to be a stack of hay at the bottom of these towers. Brentford Community Stadium. It chose a bad year to open, but I won't hold that against it. It's yet another excellent stadium in London. I've lost count how many there are. The stadium, squoze between railway tracks, is just a beautiful piece of architecture. It almost resembles some sort of abstract sculpture. You know those ones you see on the side of a freeway? The ones with thousands of seats inside of them? Actually, you know what? That one might have been a stadium as well. Stade Louis. Oh, sorry, that's Louis II. Well, on the last one I said that it had the bad luck to open in 2020. 1939 in Europe, that's not much better. Although this stadium has the dreaded running track that is despised by most football fans, it has a certain charm to it. The exterior blends in perfectly to the surrounding buildings, and a hidden feature is that underneath the stadium is a basketball arena and aquatic center. The funny thing is, no matter how hard that basketball team trains, they'll always be basement dwellers. Hibernian Stadium. It's a similar situation with the Venice one, where the stadium is as basic as you can get, but the elevated view above the docks is just superb, and they know it too, because all the seating is facing that direction. Some people might think that looking at those cranes is an eyesore, but I actually really like that. I won't try to pronounce the name, but it's also known as the Crater. I have no idea why. What I do know is that it's the main stadium used for Slovenia's national football team, and the unique design uses earth as part of the facade, which almost makes it look like some sort of meteor impact zone. You know what I mean? Like a divot in the ground after a meteor strike? Anyway, it's not the only remarkable element of the design. The grid pattern on the inside of the roof looks like, well, whatever this is. Stade Marcel Sopin. Okay, this is a weird one. It was once a major football stadium in France, when it was home to FC Nantes. Since then, it's been partially demolished and these surrounding buildings have been constructed. I don't know if you can count them as part of the stadium, but they're certainly part of the stadium experience. They block the view of the river, which is a bit of a shame. But overall, it looks pretty cool. The FC Nantes reserve team now plays there, by the way. Arca Stadium. This sleek modern stadium is located on the banks of the Molde Fjord. It isn't all about the location with this one, as spectacular as it is. The stadium itself is also quite nice. I particularly like the granite and glass facade. I wish my little hometown had a stadium like this, but there's no way we could afford it. And finally, Borisov Arena. Immediately you'll notice the stadium's unique exterior. Those shapes that you see there are actually dinosaur eggs, which is an homage to the dinosaur that is running the country. Seriously, look up his most well-known quote and you'll see what I mean. Dictators aside, the stadium hosts Belarus's most successful football club, as well as the occasional international match. It's actually a pretty cool stadium, to be fair, and it's completely surrounded by forest, which is a bonus. And that's it for today's video. We might make a part 2, so please leave your stadium suggestions in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, have a good one.